It's time for Nip Talk.
All right, so let's move on to your segment. I'm
Yeah.
really excited to hear about it, and I'm just letting everyone know that they're about to be very impressed with the videos that they're going to see. I was like genuinely impressed.
Well, thank you.
So, all right, but I'm gonna let you lead it off here.
Okay, so y'all remember last time, I don't even know what episode it was, but we talked about Brazilian butt lifts and how that is something you
Right.
definitely do not recommend. But I wanted to show y'all something that is recommended, which is exercising.
So this is a way that maybe women can get the result from similar to Brazilian butt lift by themselves. Well, I love that.
It's going to take extra work.
It is harder, right? It's generally it's cheaper though.
Yes.
Cheaper than surgery and safer.
Yes.
And safer. I love when people can get the results they want naturally, and I think we've talked about this before when patients come in. I'm like, oh, some of these things you don't necessarily need surgery for, but okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so the first one. This is a deadlift. This is a Romanian deadlift. So it's kind of similar to a deadlift, but a Romanian deadlift, you just go right above your knee.
Okay, so it's kind of...
It never hits the floor.
Oh, so you start below your knee and you come up and then you go down just below your knee.
Yeah, and you can do reps,
Now...
You have to pick a lighter weight, but yeah.
Do you? Okay, because it's a little bit more stressful. Yeah, I will say, now I used to be a weightlifter, but I have to admit I didn't get like that detailed into it.
Yeah,
so
we
you're
don't
definitely...
do them too much in CrossFit, but we do use that skill as a part of our workout. So like
for other things?
Yeah, so a part of other skills. It's definitely a foundation of lifting.
Okay, so that's the Romanian deadlift. Okay, all right, what's
the next one is a weighted thruster. So this one's very popular with girls, and especially like on the internet everywhere.
Really?
There's so many girls doing this lift.
And what do you call this one?
A weighted thruster.
Weighted thruster. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is like a lighter weight that you're doing?
Yes, you can do a lighter weight. It just really depends. You have to find your sweet spot, but yeah.
So let me get this right. So she's got this weight on her hips, and she's got her back supported or elbows.
like her mid back, like right between her shoulder blades.
Okay,
That's where
and so she's basically letting the weight. Oh, she's lifting the weight up and then coming down.
So you start it on your butt.
Oh, you do start on your butt. Okay,
yeah.
So it's not like the thing where you go just partial way down. So you go all the way down. So how many, like, what would you do a set of these? Like 3 sets of 10 or something? Or
exactly.
Yeah. See, I remember. It hasn't been that long ago since I was doing this stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
And I don't even do those that much. And this is another one I don't do very much. This is
now,
a Bulgarian squat.
Why don't you do this? Just because that's not something
it's
you're
just
trying
not
to...
a CrossFit lift. It's not something that you can do.
Got it. So these are just out of CrossFit specific things to build your glutes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so tell me about this one.
Yeah, this is a Bulgarian
Okay, so we got Romania and Bulgaria representing. Okay.
Bulgarian lunges, I'm sorry. So this is another lighter weight that you would do, and it's definitely focusing, obviously, on one leg at a time.
Lunges. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so, and you have to also find the sweet spot where you put that front leg out away from the bench. So you have to find the spot where it's going to actually do the work. Because if you get too close, it works other muscles. And if you get too far, it'll work other muscles. So you have to really pick that.
It's really, and this is ringing a lot of bells. So like in college, I used to be a bit of a sprinter.
Yeah.
And so I would focus, on like hamstrings, calves, glutes. I mean, a lot of the work I did would be like actual like running work. Or, like I used to run with weight vests and that kind of stuff. But I remember some of these from, when I was trying to be in the gym training.
Yeah, for sure. All right, what's the next one?
So the next one is actually a video.
Yeah, I think the next one's
all right, get ready to be impressed, people.
Here we go.
It's me.
Here we go.
All right, let's see it.
This is actually my, I'm not on.
Big muscles. I like it.
Yeah.
So that's a regular deadlift, right?
Yeah, that's just a regular deadlift. That was actually my max that I
Is that a
can
competition?
do.
Yeah, because you only did one rep, right?
Yeah, that was just a max.
So how much weight was that?
Like 210.
It's pretty solid. I was trying to see if those were.
Like
at first, I thought those were Olympic plates, and I was like, wait, there's no way she's deadlifting 4 Olympic. Because 4 Olympic plates, that would be 180 on each side, 360. That'd be 405.
No, I think that was 225. My bad.
Yeah. So those are not Olympic. Okay.
Yeah.
When I first looked at that, I thought at first they were Olympic, because I used to always work out. The Olympic brand. So the Olympic plates like that big are 45 a pop, and I was like, oh my god, 845s. That's like 360. I was like, you're like superhuman. You're like a superhero.
225.
Are you Wonder Woman?
Maybe.
And then we have another video too. This is another one. Here we go.
All right.
This is just a back squat right here. Definitely doing reps. Work.
All right,
so that was the back squat.
Yeah,
definitely
I remember doing those.
reps on those are a lot better than just doing an RX or a max rep.
Sure.
So whenever I did the deadlift, that was definitely just to see where I was at. But whenever you do deadlifts, definitely, whenever you're doing any type of weightlifting, you always try to do 60 to 70% of your max to kind of get those reps in, and you do 3 sets of 10 usually.
I remember
is
that.
What you're...
Now, you wear a belt when you do those?
No, but you definitely can.
Okay.
I don't ever wear belts.
Have you ever, just out of curiosity, have you ever had any issues with your back in those?
Whenever I lifted too heavy and not like I shouldn't
Not properly,
have.
yeah.
You can definitely injure your back doing a deadlift.
Yeah, I just remember, like I did like football and I did some weightlifting in high school, like for the competitions, because I was kind of small, but I was fairly strong, so I did okay in that stuff. And I just remember them hounding us, like always wear a belt when you're deadlifting or doing squats. And yeah, I always have, just because I have my coaches. Thanks, Coach Bowles, for telling me to wear a belt. But you never had a problem, right? I guess.
I've lifted one time when I wasn't very warm.
Okay.
You know, and I was just trying to lift it quick.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the proper training, technique, training and technique, you can hurt yourself pretty bad in CrossFit. And that's why a lot of people badmouth CrossFit.
People badmouth CrossFit?
Yeah, all the time. All the time, yeah.
I think we got one more video too.
Okay, let's see it.
Another one. Let's go.
It was the last one. This one I had a trouble on. Getting up.
That was a good solid lift though.
Yeah.
So that was like you do another max, right?
Yeah, that was another max.
And we'll see, what do you call it when it's in front of you?
It's a front squat.
Just call it front squat. Okay.
Yeah, some people lift it with their elbows like this, and then some people
I got you.
They can lift it like that for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
So do you have friends or people you know that like focus on their gluteal lifts for that specific reason of trying to
yeah, there's some girls that will stay after.
And do it?
Yeah.
So how long do you think that you would have to like stay in that regimen to start seeing results? Is it like a 6-month thing, you think?
I
don't know.
I would think 6 months is a good thing to start. Which lift do you think is the best, the number one for your glutes?
So it's one of those 6?
Yes, it's the best one. Those are all the top 6.
Those are all the top. So one of those is probably the best.
Which one do you think?
I'm gonna say, and the reason I'm saying this because I remember when I was training to sprint that there was one exercise that they said was the best. I'm gonna say the lunge.
Close.
No. What is it?
It was the thrusters.
The thrusters.
The weighted thrusters.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's why you see it everywhere. Like every chick.
Oh right. Yeah, I should have known. You said it was so popular.
You see it everywhere.
Yeah. Well, that's really interesting. I'll have to think.
So now you can get a Brazilian butt lift naturally.
I'll have to mention that too, because I have patients come in, and as I said in the last episode, or whenever it was, I don't do Brazilian butt lifts for the various reasons that we talked about, and but I'll mention that to patients, because sometimes I'll get patients to come in for, let's say they want to do like a breast augmentation, like, oh, what about the Brazilian butt lift? And I have to go down this like road of, oh, I don't do those because of this, that, and the other, but I'll tell them that there's some exercises
lifting
they can
weights.
do. Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you, it's funny. I have to be careful about lifting. I noticed as I've gotten older that, it's a lot easier to injure yourself. Because I started lifting, I kind of decided to get back into shape again, I don't know, a few months ago. And, like, especially if you used to do stuff when you were younger, like, you're like, oh, I can just jump right back into it.
That's your biggest mistake right there.
Yeah, I tore both of my calf muscles in the span of like 2 months. Yeah, just because, I did something a little bit too...
Honestly, that's the biggest thing that happens at CrossFit gyms is men mostly.
Yeah.
Sorry. They go into gyms and they're like, I can do it because I did it, blah, blah, blah.
20 years ago.
And so they're trying to keep up with these people that have been doing CrossFit for like years. And so then they get hurt and then they never come back and then they're like, CrossFit's so bad for you. And I'm like...
I used to, so when we moved back here, so this is 12 years ago. So we moved back to Dallas in 2010. My wife and I had some friends that we knew from here, and they were really into CrossFit. And we got into this CrossFit group there where we live, and we did it for like a solid 6 months. And I loved it. Like, I loved the competition of it because we would always do like some sort of like race, but it was like weight plus race. And of course, like I was always better at the running stuff. You
Yeah,
know?
that's always incorporated a lot into WODs. It's either a run usually or bike or rowing or something. Yeah.
I really did enjoy it. I wish I could get back into it.
It's a great community.
It is, like, you know, it's funny because like we had this great CrossFit group, and what would we do? We'd go do CrossFit, and then we would go to like Chewy's Mexican food place and like drink heavily and eat like chips and salsa and like
That's the best
tacos.
thing about working out, though.
I know.
You get to eat.
Right, because you're like, oh, I just worked out. Obviously, I could go to Chewy's and drink a few beers and have chips and salsa.
100%.
Yeah, awesome.